Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So we're getting back to putting this thing together. I finally got all my bearings. I think I have everything I need. The only thing I'm lacking is a seal for the crankshaft on the other side. As you can remember, we found out that was leaking. Got one from John Deere, and when I got it home, I noticed that somebody stapled a piece of paper to the package. They put a staple right through the rubber O-ring. So we're taking that back, getting a new one. It's supposed to be in hopefully tomorrow. So I got a little bit of cleaning up left to do. I just got a wire wheel, some gasket surfaces where I put some blue RTV. I'm going to use a little bit of RTV on this project, especially for this big gasket. But everything else I think I'm going to make out of paper. I mean, I do have a couple gaskets. So I'm going to change some bearings now off camera because it's got those flat snap rings in it, and sometimes they are a bugger to get out. I've already been fighting with one this morning. I've had to torch a bearing race out of a shaft. So basically we're going to get everything ready to put back together, and then we'll be back. Alright. We got a box of parts right here sitting on the makeshift tool bench right at the moment. So I have an inner race for the bearing, and that goes on the right hand side of the tractor. I have the other bearing that goes in that part. Basically, I've just got all the bearings that go on the top shaft. This was supposed to be a single roller bearing, ball bearing, but the guy sent me a self-centering double row ball bearing. I did some looking up, measuring. It will work fine to replace it. They actually say these actually have a little bit of less friction than a single row ball bearing, so it isn't exactly the same, but it'll replace it just fine. All these bearings I got, except for the two in my hand, are all new old stock parts. I found these all on eBay by crossing part numbers. This one is a Delco bearing. I got two of these for the PTO gear. I got a Fafner bearing for the inside of the cover. And okay, that's all the bearings. I got a Bauer bearing here for another one. And this was the expensive bearing from John Deere. It was $200. I found this NTN Bauer for $90. So we got all our parts. I have both gears that go in 4th and 6th. So we're going to put the bottom one on first before we go do anything to the tractor. And then I just have a couple gaskets here. One's for the brake drum I had to pull off, and the other one's for the part of the crank housing where I got to put that O-ring in. So I'm going to finish getting the top shaft ready to go in. I just got to put 2 bearings on it. I'm not going to bother videotaping that because I literally just got to tap them on the shaft, put on these snap rings. And we'll throw that gear on, and then we'll get to putting this thing together. Alright, I'm going to show you what we got here. So this is our shaft where the sliding gears go. This is the self-aligning bearing. If I roll it fast enough, you can see the race wiggles. It actually will, well, now it doesn't want to do it, but it'll actually roll on the bearings like this. And this is that race that I had to buy separate from the bearing and put on. This bearing goes over it. Obviously it's just a little snug, you don't want it too loose, like that. And that bearing goes inside this. Now this is the stub shaft that sticks out, and all the gears fasten to this, and that goes inside that. But I'm going to get this bearing put inside this. I got a little bit of cleaning up I got to do in it quick. and then hopefully we'll be back working at the tractor itself. Okay, so we're starting assembly. I'm hoping you'll be able to see what I'm doing here. It's kind of difficult. No really good places to put my phone, but we're going to put this bearing in here. It's a bit of a snug fit, but not too bad. And we're in all the way. Oop, man, once you get in there, it gets kind of loose. Okay, so I'm not going to put the bearing housing on here yet because I might need to kind of have a little bit of room to wiggle things in, but I'm going to put a little oil on this bearing since it is going to be running basically dry to begin with. We don't want that. There we go. Okay, now we're going to try to slide our shaft in. Hopefully I can do this without bumping the phone and creating a problem. This shaft comes in from the outside of the transmission, which is a wee bit of a tight fit. Oh shit, knocked stuff apart here. I guess maybe we should have did that first. There we go. Step one is done. So that shaft is what drives everything. All right. Now we're ready to slide the whole shaft in. Okay, so this is going to be kind of fun. I'm going to try sliding in this end of the shaft. This is going to be our main shaft with the sliding gears. And hopefully I studied the picture long enough to kind of know what I'm doing. So this gear will go on first. Easier said than done. There we go. What the hell? Nothing's lining up here straight. Hold on. Apparently I got a burr on the shaft. Alright, we used the file. Hopefully got that taken care of. Alright. So we'll put on this sliding gear. Alright. And then I'm going to put on this one, which I think goes this way. And then the last one, which this is also our high-low gear. Sorry if it's kind of hard to see, it's hard for me too. And there we go. Alright. Now, get the bearings lined up here. I guess I gotta go to the other side. Okay, now it should be just get everything where it's supposed to be and hope everything's in there right. I guess we'll find out. Do this without bumping the phone. So that gear is supposed to be way over there. Got my fat fingers in the way here. Oh goodness, this is not working. is a better predicament. Oh, ain't that fun. There we go. A few light taps of the hammer, I hope. This is fun, isn't it? It's kind of a tight fit here. Need a bigger hammer, I guess. Okay, bigger hammer. Let's see if it moves now. There we go. Gotta get that side lined up. Look at that. Just like the doctor ordered. Cool. That engages in our high-low like it's supposed to. Moves in the gear. That one's not lined up yet. Sweet. Okay. Well, I'm going to get the snap rings installed. Get everything soaked with oil. That needs to be soaked right now. Yeah, we'll show you what it looks like once I get everything finished up in this little area before we put the shift rails in. Alright, so here we are. She's all together like she's supposed to be. There is a little bit of noise in this bearing here, but that's because this shaft has a slight bit of pitting on it where the bearing rides. I'm not sure why. So if we get the gears disengaged here, you can kind of... Some of that is the gears inside the transmission, but you can feel a little bit of vibration in the shaft and roll over. I'm sure it'll probably be fine for what this tractor's doing. So, everything slides good. Next part's going to be a little difficult, especially to have with the camera, so I probably won't get much of that. Yeah, I don't like that. Well, that's alright, I guess. It's going to be kind of difficult to video putting the forks in and the fork shift rails, so I probably won't do any of that, but I may end this video here and finish the rest up in a part 2. So hope you enjoyed this video and keep coming back for more, or eventually get this thing going. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.